The European Football Championship starts on June 11th. And exactly a month later, on July 11th at Wembley Stadium in London, we will find out who will become the winner of the Euro. Now I present to your attention my top 10 favorites of the European Football Championship who can lift the coveted trophy over their heads. Sweden national football team. At the last major international tournament, the 2018 World Cup, the Swedish national team won the love of many fans around the world. Football fans liked the dedicated game of the Scandinavians and the warm relations with the fans. After each match, the players went to the stands and thanked them for their support for several minutes. At that tournament, the Blue Yellows were able to reach the quarterfinals for the first time in 24 years, losing to England at this stage. The Swedes have made their way to Euro 2021 quite confidently. We took the second place in the group and went to the tournament as a direct ticket. The composition of Tre Kronor gathered quite strong, so in theory, this team is able to lift the coveted trophy on its head. Croatia national football team. The Croatian national team has become a real opening of the World Cup in Russia. Yes, although the team was strong, but few people expected that the Croats would be able to reach the final. The football world froze in anticipation of a miracle, but it did not happen under the torrential Moscow rain. The representatives of the French national team were stronger. Prior to this, the maximum result was the quarterfinals in 1996 and 2008 at the European Championships. The current Croatian national team is really strong. In 2018, the captain of the Croatian national team, Luka Modric, was recognized as the best player of the year. An important role in winning the award was played by the successful performance for the national team. Netherlands national football team. For 30 years now, the Flying Dutchmen have failed to win trophies on the international stage. The team has been in a particularly bad situation in the last few years. In 2016, the Netherlands did not qualify for the Euro, and 2 years later, the team failed to qualify for the World Cup in Russia. In 2019, the Orange lost in the final of the League of Nations to Portugal. Maybe this year the Dutch will fix everything? The composition of the national team today is the strongest in recent years. The goal is defended by Tim Krul, the defense is seriously concreted by Stefan de Vrij and Matthijs de Ligt, Gini Wijnaldum, Frankie de Jong and Donny van de Beek work in the center of the field, Memphis Depay, Quincy Promes and Steven Berghuis break the net of the opponent's goal. Spain national football team. The Spanish national team is considered to be one of the strongest teams in the world and the main contender to win the 2021 European Football Championship. In 2008, the Spaniards took the Euro, in 2 years the World Cup, in 2 more. Again the Euro. Yes, most of the players of that team are already on a well-deserved rest, but the champion character of the Red Fury remained. After the last championships, where the Spaniards stopped at the 1/8 finals stage, the national team is especially focused on success in 2021. Luis Enrique knows perfectly well how to win with young talents in the squad, so England national football team. At the World Cup in Russia in 2018, the British stopped in 4th place. It was the best result of the national team in 30 years. The last trophy England won back in 1966, when the team became the world champion. It's still a long time to wait until the next World Cup, but Euro 2021 is a good chance to take the cup. The current squad of the Three Lions is quite young, only one player from the squad is more than 30 years old. After all, maybe it is youth that will play into the hands of the English. Portugal national football team. Cristiano Ronaldo and company won gold medals at the last European Championship. Then the fate of the trophy was decided in the 109th minute of added time of the final match with France. In the tournament itself, the Portuguese also advanced with a creak, extra time with the Croats, a penalty shootout with Poland. But the games are forgotten, and the result remains forever. After 2 years at the World Cup in Russia, the Portuguese national team was already eliminated at the 1/8 final stage, losing to the not very strong Uruguay. The Portuguese came to the upcoming Euro in a very good physical condition. Captain and main star Cristiano Ronaldo is particularly motivated to win in 2021. For the Portuguese superstar, the tournament may be his last as a national team player. Germany national football team. Bundesliga completely failed the World Cup in Russia. The team could not even get out of the group, taking the last place in it. All the superstitious fans blamed it on the curse that the world champions fail miserably at the next tournament. This was the case with the French national team in 2002, Italy in 2010, Spain in 2014, and, respectively, Germany in 2018. For people who do not believe in superstition, the problem is seen in the change of generations. The old guard is gone, and new players have not yet rolled into the game. The national team coach Joachim Low likes this process, and he is ready to conquer the European peaks with fresh, young players. In any case, whatever one may say, today the German national team is one of the main favorites of the upcoming tournament. Italy national football team. The Italian national team has experienced a certain decline in the last 10 years. After winning the World Cup in 2006, the Italians stopped showing success on the international stage. Only the second place at Euro 2012 can be an outlet for the fans. At the World Championships in 2010 and 2014, the Italians did not advance from the group, and at the 2018 World Cup, the team did not qualify at all. Roberto Mancini tries to restore the former glory of the Squadra Azzurra. So far, the Italian specialist is doing it well. Roberto has put together a whole new team of young players with a couple of experienced defensive players, and the team has excellent results. The winless streak of the Italians already totals 27 matches, and the national record, 30 games, and in the upcoming Euro, there is a chance to set a new achievement. So Squadra Azzurra does not intend to stop and is seriously set up for the championship. Belgium national football team. Just a few years ago, the Belgian national team began to ascend to the football Olympus. In 2014, at the World Cup in Brazil, the team reached the quarterfinals. After 2 years, at the same stage, the Belgians stopped at Euro 2016. At the championship in Russia, the Belgian team won the bronze medal, leaving the wooden team to England. This happened thanks to the education of strong football players. You only have to look at the national team and you will see football superstars: Courtois, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Witsel, De Bruyne, the Azar brothers, Mertens, Lukaku, Benteke and many others. All the players occupy leading positions in the strongest European clubs. 10 years ago, the Belgian national team could not boast of this. Such a team simply cannot remain without a trophy. Many bookmakers consider Belgium to be the main favorite for Euro 2021. France national football team. According to experts from around the world, the 2018 world champions are the main contenders to win the 2021 European Football Championship. Didier Deschamps' team is certainly aiming to take both the World Cup and the World Cup in a row. The composition of the French will not undergo global changes, and they will go to conquer a new peak. In addition, I note that the striker of Real Madrid, Karim Benzema, has returned to the national team, who will certainly help in difficult moments of the match and will also be able to maintain morale in the dressing room. The French have plenty of motivation to win. So, if at the end of the tournament it is the tricolor that will become the owners of the coveted trophy. Thank you for your attention. If you liked the article, put likes and subscribe. There is still a lot of interesting things ahead.